Hello listeners, welcome to the fourth program of our series, Let Us Learn Entrepreneurship, which is produced for grade 9 learners and anybody who has an interest in the subject. My name is Laimi Ipinge. Today we are going to compare the personal benefits and challenges of self and paid employment. Please have a pen and notebook ready so that you can take important notes. With benefits and success comes challenges. Both self-employed and paid employed experience some benefits and challenges that are personal to them. I hope today's program shed a little light on what these benefits and challenges could be. At the end of this program, you should be able to compare the personal benefits and challenges of self and paid employment.
Mighty, I did not see your dad at the parents' meeting earlier today. Was he here?
No, my friend. My dad always bails on me on occasions like this one. Today, he told me at the last minute that he cannot make it to the meeting. Apparently, he is scheduled for an emergency surgery.
Shame, man. Mine also told me he had a business meeting at the same time as my meeting. But I told him to cancel. He can postpone it to tomorrow. So he did. That's the beauty of being self-employed. You are in control and can make your own decisions.
Tell me about it. Self-employed people have a great degree of independence. I mean, you choose your work hours. They can work as much as or as little as they want. You can also choose when to take holidays and when to retire. That is life at its fullest.
Wait, it's not always fun in games, my friend. There are nights when I miss my dad because he often works for long hours and irregular hours. And we only go for holidays when my dad makes huge profits. Otherwise, we don't. I understand he makes his own decisions, but if those decisions are wrong, he suffers the losses alone. There is no compensation like if he was employed. He does not even have medical aid like your dad. He pays every time we go to the hospital.
That makes perfect sense, my friend. Let's go to class now. Break is over. My day is already ruined as it is. I don't want to piss Miss Shindume off again.
Good morning, class. Mighty, what's with the long face?
Miss, my dad bailed on me again for this parents' meeting. Apparently, he has an emergency surgery. I am very disappointed. He always does this to me.
Surgeon, your dad works under paid employment. These things are bound to happen when you work under paid employment. You really have less independence to make your own decisions. He probably wanted to come, but he has to answer to his employer. If the employer decides he is staying to do an emergency surgery, he just has to stay, even if that means missing his daughter's meetings at school. So paid employed people, like your dad, has no flexible time. They're bound to their job, unlike self-employment.
You're right, miss. That is what I was telling Job today. Of all the benefits that his dad enjoys, I wish my dad was a businessman too.
Mighty, like I told you earlier, it's not all smiles. Self-employed people face a lot of uncertainty compared to paid employed people. Your dad has regular working hours. My dad's working hours are very long and irregular. Your dad has regular earnings, whilst my dad's earnings are very irregular. Some months they are high and other months they are very low. You might think my dad has high earning potential than your dad, and maybe that is true to some extent. But if he's not working, he cannot earn anything. Your dad gets high salaries regardless. He can't even take paid leaves and enjoy other non-wages benefits in addition to his monthly salary. He has medical aid for himself and his entire family, paid holidays, housing and car allowance and so forth. My dad pays everything from scratch.
Very true, Job. The two of you didn't even realize that we were busy with the objective for today's lesson. Your syllabus says you should be able to compare the personal benefits and challenges of self-employment and paid employment. I'm happy to know that you can do that.
Oh my goodness, what a perfect coincidence, miss. I have learned so much already from today's discussion.
I like that you handled it from the reality point of view. You touched a lot of things already. Let me just quickly go through the table I have prepared for you that compares the benefits and challenges. Make sure everybody gets a copy. Benefits of self-employment. You are in control and can make your own decisions. You have a greater degree of independence. You choose your work hours. There is a greater opportunity to display creative and entrepreneurial skills. You can choose when to take holidays and when you retire. You can work as much or as little as you want. Self-employed people may have higher earning potential than paid employed people. Challenges of self-employment. If something goes wrong, you are responsible. You cannot rely on a boss to make decisions for you. Hours of your work are often long and irregular. You may not have the resources to implement your ideas. You will have to pay for your vacation time, medical aid, and pension fund. There is less job security. Earnings or salaries are not always regular. When you don't work, you do not earn any money. On to the benefits of paid employment. Your employer is responsible for the business. If you like structure, you might prefer working with an organization. The hours of work are regular. Employees enjoy non-wage benefits in addition to normal wages or salaries, such as housing, medical aid, paid holidays, sick leave, and pension. You have more job security, and earnings are regular. Challenges of paid employment. Less independence. You need to answer to your employer. Less opportunity to display creative and entrepreneurial skill. There may be limited opportunities for flexible time and holidays. Earning potential is on average lower than the earning potential of self-employment. Working conditions are determined by your employer. Often, there is no time or opportunity to make additional money.
Thank you so much, Miss.
Please go and revise at home. Have a good day. That brings us to the end of this program. This program was written by Pisan Shindume. Until next time, keep safe.
This program was brought to you by NAMCOL with funding from the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture and the Commonwealth of Learning.